Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. We are live tonight from Martinsville Speedway for the EFRL Tuesday Night Trucking Series. We are in the second race in the round of 8 after tonight. We will be down to the championship 4, I do believe, and for our last race next week. We had a huge point shakeup after last week. Tyler Aspinall is coming out with the points lead after a dominant win last week. While these guys are finishing up practice, we will go ahead and go over some of the point standings, some of the movers and shakers, and some of the fallers. As you can see, Tyler Aspinall jumps up to the top of the leaderboard. He came in dead last in the championship round. Jumped all the way up to the top of the leaderboard by 1 point with that win last week. Josh Fox is going to stay in second. Brandon Dunford in third. Daniel Park in fourth. And then the guys that are on the bubble trying to get in, we got Devin Smith, both Will Cloud and Zach Thornton. Not a normal place for them to be outside looking in. Both of them ran into some major issues last week. Thornton had some connection issues, and Cloud got stuck a lap down due to pit strategy. Normally he gets pretty lucky when it comes to those, but unfortunately it did not pan out last week for him. Brad Stefan drops to 8th. We got Travis Lapenas in 9th, Justin Hughes in 10th, Michael Steele in 11th, Donnie Bartlett in 12th, Frank Hughes in 13th, Jesse Adams. Once again, congratulations to Jesse. Him and his wife had a baby last week, so Jesse's going to be taking some time off from racing. But congratulations to him. Currently he is sitting in 14th position, and right behind him is Austin Green in 15th. Our team championship standings, Dakfu's got a commanding lead, followed by Misfit Toys and Far North Motorsports. Far North Motorsports is down a driver for the remainder of this season. Johnny Bartlett has opted to sit out the last couple races. In 4th place, we got JTD Motorsports, TriStar Motorsports in 5th, Adara Esports in 6th, IAC Esports in 7th, and Reynolds Racing in 8th. Last night, the ARCA Series ran at Martinsville. We had 28 cars start the event. We did end up going 14 cautions for 82 laps. Much smaller field tonight. Hopefully, we're going to have a much better outcome. iRacing did update some of their spec maps. So some of these guys that used to have chrome highlights on their car, they might look a little weird tonight. Didn't give much chance to update their paint schemes. Like I know Tyler Aspinall's truck normally has chrome numbers, but they're looking a little different tonight. Same with the 21 truck of Donnie Bartlett. Running tonight again in place of her father, we got Brooke Qualley in that 17 machine. Brooke ran with us last week and did a great job. She tried to run last night with us in the ARCA, but was having technical difficulties with her display. She held in there as long as she could, though. Alright, we got a minute 20 of practice left. These guys are trying to get everything they can. Right now we got Josh Fox and Tyler Aspinall tied at the top of the leaderboard. Daniel Park sitting in third. Zach Thornton sitting in fourth. From the way we ran last night in the ARCA series with a lot of cautions, the winner last night, Dustin Buck, was actually able to go the distance without pitting. Due to the caution laps, he was able to stretch the fuel and did not pit once. I know a couple guys are looking to repeat that performance tonight because right now it was looking, from the reports I was getting from pit road, 85 laps on a green flag run. You throw in a couple cautions and it's going to be right there. And a lot of these guys I can see trying to stretch it, especially these guys in yellow on the leaderboard, are going to be looking to make big moves to try to secure a spot in that championship round. As you can see, Martinsville is basically one big giant paperclip. It's called the fastest half mile. And there is a lot of exciting, but unfortunately there's generally only one way to pass, and that's to give somebody the old Martinsville bump and run. As long as it's not a slamming crash, it'll be pretty interesting to watch these guys tonight. Last week we had very minimal cautions. I think we had 3 cautions. A lot of green flag pit stops last week. I don't know if we'll see that here tonight, but I'm excited either way. These truck series guys put on a great show. Generally they have a lot of patience. We've had a couple bad races, but we will see. Stoney Benfield is out on the track. Let's follow him around for his qualifying run. Stoney running that number 75 Ford F-150. Can't go wrong with the number 75. Travis, thanks for liking, buddy. It's always a pleasure to have you watching, bud. You can feel the excitement. I'm not sure if it's excitement or fear. You know, Martinsville can be a very intimidating track, and a lot of these guys need great finishes to get into that championship round. Stoney parks his truck currently second on the leaderboard. Tyler Aspinall still holding on to that number 1 position. Smaller field tonight. I would qualify, but I could see a lot of these guys maybe deciding not to qualify, just starting in the back and hope to avoid some of these early race cautions. Brett Murphy in the 64 truck, the NS Service sponsored truck. He's a teammate for Adara Esports. Oh, that's not how you want to set your time. He's going to have to settle for currently 5th place on the leaderboard. So far, only one of the top 4 drivers has set down any kind of qualifying laps. You see the guys in yellow. Oops, that didn't get updated. So you can see some of the guys, like Tyler Aspinall, he's currently running first. He is in a good position coming in tonight, but he will need a strong finish. Alright, that sheet our graphics updated. "23 trucks starting tonight's race. Looks like 16 of them are going to qualify. The rest will be starting in the back." See Dustin Buck's truck here. That is one of the ones that had all the black parts on that, or most of the black parts on that, are supposed to be chrome. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that truck looks pretty sexy that way too. Till he just scraped along the wall. Alright, we do have Tyler Aspinall starting on the front row. Right beside him, we got Stoney Benfield. Right behind them in the third position, Josh Fox. Frank Hughes starting to the outside of him. Zach Thornton is starting in the fifth position. Devin Smith right on the outside of him in sixth. Jeremy Lapenas starting in seventh. Brett Murphy. Oh, cameras. Brett Murphy starting in eighth. Nick Fuller in ninth. Daniel Park starting in 10th place. Brad Stefan starting in 11th. Dominic Hughes starting in 12th. Justin Hughes starting in 13th. Brandon Dunford starting in 14th. Dwayne Kernahan in 15th. Dustin Buck starting in 16th. TJ Elaine in that number 9 machine starting in 17th. Brooke Qualley starting in 18th in that F-150. Michael Steele starting in 19th. Chad Waller 20th. Austin Green 21st. 22nd, Rob Hattenback. Donnie Bartlett rounding out the back of the field in that number 21 machine. Alright. These guys are getting ready to go green. We got the lights off on the pace car. We will go one more lap around. Alright, Aspinall is going to lead us to the green flag. Big jump by Aspinall. Whoa! Up into the wall in turn 1 for Aspinall. He's going to lose every position possible. 3 wide, trying to get underneath of him and stay out of the way. Josh Fox and Zach Thornton battling for the lead that Aspinall quickly abandoned. Thornton going to the front. Alright, let's see if we can't see where this one started. Oh, Nick Fuller hard on the brakes. Causes the back end of that truck to come around. A couple of these guys had nowhere to go. Fuller jumps to the pits. No, just blinking a little bit. You got to be careful when you're getting down into the corner. You get too much on that brake, you've got too much front end bias, and that's exactly what happens. The back end will come around on you, and you've got nothing to do but hold on. Got some drivers hitting pit road already. Aspinall might have had a little bit of damage from hitting that wall early on. Not a good way to start out the night. Caution on lap 3. Alright, pace car is off. Thornton's going to lead us to the Geico restart zone. It'll be up to him to set the pace for the restart. Thornton gets a good jump down on the bottom. Park will try to slide in down to him. Stoney Benshew and then the 61 of Hughes all try to get lined up nose to tail. You got to be real patient and respectful to the guys in front of you, and the guys behind you need to respect you a little bit and watch for your braking zones. That way they don't run you over going into the corner. That was kind of the problem we had last night. Not everybody was given some gaps and some spaces, so we were right on top of each other coming down into the corners. Back this week is the 33 of Jeremy Lapenas. Jeremy, when he's here, is a very strong competitor, but work and life dictates that he doesn't get to race with us every week. Otherwise, he'd be a top contender for the championship. Devin Smith is one of those guys that's in the playoffs right now, trying to secure a spot for the championship round next week. Brett Murphy was our series sponsor last night for the week. Unfortunately, he had a bad run, ended up way to the back of the pack for a finishing position. Caution is out for the second time tonight. Looks like it might be on the 36 of Dwayne Kernahan. We'll start with him and see if we can't narrow it down. Ooh, Dwayne's hard into that inside wall. He got loose coming out of the corner. Everybody's taking evasive maneuvers. Dwayne is the only one involved in that one. Unfortunately, that is a super hard hit to the front end of that number 36 Chevrolet. He's going to have some damage to try to repair. No fast repairs here tonight. So you got to fix what you brung. Looks like the 77 is getting a wave around for the lucky dog. Thornton, Fox, Benfield, Hughes, and Lapenas are our top 5. How's everybody doing out there tonight watching? Who's your favorite driver? Who are you rooting for? If you're watching on YouTube and want to chat, you just have to hit the subscribe button. We had to do that to keep the adult-rated bots out of the content and out of the comments section. They were posting stuff we definitely don't want people to see. If you're on Facebook or Twitch, give a shout out. Let us know who you're rooting for. Like, follow, and subscribe to keep up on all the details for the Tuesday night EFRL Trucking Series. We'll have a couple weeks off, and then in beginning of 2023, we'll be back with racing action and our new series sponsor, Broadway Diesel. Stay tuned for more information there. John, thanks for liking the stream, bud. Can't wait to get you back out here next season. Watch that number 11 truck go around. Alright, pace car's off. Thornton will be the control car leading us to green. Once he gets in the Geico restart zone, it's up to him to start this race back underway. Great start by him. 75 truck is going to get underneath Fox going down into turn 1. Two by two, a couple rows back yet. Stoney and Fox have straightened things out. Ooh, almost 3 wide going into the corner there. Oh, you see Fox dipping down pit road. So these guys are clipping along right around 20 seconds a lap. It is not going to take long if we continue to stay green. We're currently already at lap 22. Thornton is setting a blistering pace. His last lap was a 19.89. Stoney Benfield in second was a 20.13, 3/10 off. We'll jump on board with the number 99 machine of Rob Hattenback. Trying to gain in on TJ Elaine for that 7th position. Rob is from Friendswood, Texas. Rob's only been with the league a couple weeks. Hasn't had the best of luck. He's been unfortunately caught up in some wrecks that weren't of his doing. He closed that gap in on the number 9 truck of TJ Lane quite a bit in that corner. Catching him is one thing, trying to get around him is another. You can't pass on the high side, so you need them to make a mistake. We will check in on Far North Motorsports teammates Donnie Bartlett and Austin Green right in front of him. Donnie is up 8 positions from the start. Austin Green is up 7th, 14th, and 15th respectively. Ooh, caution's out. Looks like Dwayne Kernahan again. Touch that berm on the inside, hard into that inside wall again. I don't know how many more of those hits that front end of that truck's going to take. He tried jumping to pit road, but unfortunately still caused the caution. See some guys taking advantage of pit road. Top off the fuel, grab some tires, and they are probably going to be good to make it to the end. Thornton opts to stay out along with a good majority of the field. Fox Park and Aspinall currently laps down. We saw Fox pit when we let Green the last time by. Nick Fuller had too much damage to his truck. He is out. And we are a third of the way through the race, ladies and gentlemen. If you are looking for a league to race in, all of the EFRL series will be starting new seasons right after the first of the year and after the holidays. Monday night, we won't be racing ARCA anymore, but we will be racing the Falcon Graphics Gen 6 Cup Series. Tuesday night, the Broadway Diesel Truck Series. Thursday night, we have the Next Gen Series, and Thursday nights, we're going to get dirty, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the EFRL Pro Late Model Dirt Series. We're your one-stop shop for all your racing needs. So if you're looking for a place to race, contact myself, Mick Olofsson, on Facebook, or Dean Qualley. Lights are off on the pace car. He is down on pit road. Thornton's going to lead us to green one more time once we get to that Geico restart zone. Ooh, bad start for Benfield on the outside. He was not even as they were getting ready to take the green. And that was a quick caution. Frank Hughes, Chad Waller. Ooh, Josh Fox collected in that one. Oh, and Frank Hughes is right behind the 75. This could be a bad one. Collect quite a few trucks, good fast trucks. They went. Frank had to let off. Bunched him up just a little bit, but nothing too bad. Let's see what happens as we go down into one. See, the 64 has an opening. He moves to the bottom. Oh, the 95 just touches the rear quarter panel of the 61. 95 woes up and we get a chain reaction. Oh, Chad. Up and over in the 66 machine. Oh, no, Chad. Chad Waller gets the Lee Krause Turtle Award, flipping his truck over. Definitely a product of that start not being equal and bunching up that outside lane. It's definitely a good thing we don't listen to the audio from these guys during the race. I think our ears would be red and we'd all be blushing. A lot of our top contenders that thought they might have been safe coming into tonight's race have ran into some problems. Fox was a lap down. Looks like he's back on the lead lap now, but he's got damage. Aspinall's got some damage from turn one all by himself. And currently, I am showing Brooke Qualley up 8 positions in the top 10. Brooks filling in for Dean, who's under the weather and unable to race. Pace car is off. Zach's going to lead us to green one more time. See if Stoney gets a little better start. There we go. '95 and '98 drag racing down that straightaway, which is pretty close to what these straightaways are. There's a couple drag strips with some 180 degree turns at the end. Jeremy in that 32 truck has taken over second place from Stoney Benfield. Jeremy's going to set his sights on the 35 truck of Thornton. Caution is out, 5th time. Said it was on the 21 truck. See what happens with Mr. Donnie Bartlett. Donnie went in just a little hot, hitting the brakes to stay off of the 29 car, loops it. See if he gets collected by anybody. No damage so far. Everybody does a good job of avoiding them. That's going to bring out the caution. That'll be given the 21 and EOL, probably already back there all the way. So that Falcon Graphics painted machine of Donnie's will be tailback. Got that number 9 truck of TJ Elaine. I do believe they are doing a charity race for Toys for Tots. If you're looking to help with that, get a hold of TJ Elaine. TJ paints all of their vehicles for that team, and he does some pretty amazing work. They might not be conventional paint schemes, but they look pretty good, and they always have a presence on the track. Lights off on the pace car. They'll be dipping off, and the 35 will be leading us to the green one more time. This time he's going to have that 33 truck of Jeremy Lepanis on the outside of him. We'll see if Jeremy gets a better restart than the 75 has been. Well, that one was coming right at us on our digger cam. It says Buck, Crash, Austin Green, and Dwayne Kernahan, but I do believe it all started with the 19 truck. Actually, if you look at the buck truck right there, 68. That is not a good line to be taken into the corner. Oh, the 19 is going to come back on after saving it from the initial spin. Gets into Buck. Buck up into 7th. Into the 7 of Fox. Fox up into the 28 of Green. And Fox back down into the 68 truck. Scuffed up, but it doesn't look like a whole lot of damage. Hopefully these guys are able to continue. And 6th caution, we are halfway there. We are short track racing with the EFRL Truck Series. I would hate to be the body man after tonight's race. I'm gonna get paid a lot though. Brooke Qualley in the Toys for Tots machine Extreme Forces Racing League truck. Currently riding around in at 8th position. She is up 10 spots from her starting position in her Ford F-150. Brooke is subbing for Dean tonight. Dean is a little bit under the weather, but she is doing a great job keeping her nose clean, being patient, just picking her way through the field. I'm sure Dean's sitting next to her giving her some advice and some pointers. Yeah, John, we're up to number 6 already, bud. Lights are off on the pace car. Thornton's leading us to the green. Jeremy Lepenis on the outside of him, followed by Stoney Benchiel and the 95 of Devin Smith. Outside line has to wait for the 35 truck to go before he can go. Jeremy's trying to get a good start. He is battling side by side coming out of turn number 2 with Stoney Benfield. Getting stuck on the high side here can cost you a lot of positions. Jeremy's got to try to get a good run coming off that corner so he can clear Benfield down the straightaway or maybe get into a gap between him and the 95. Not quite a big enough gap for Jeremy to sneak down there. There he's able to fall in line, get back on the bottom and try working on getting back around that 75 machine of Benfield. We only have 3 of our championship contenders in the top 10 currently. We got Thornton, Smith, and Dunford. Benfield trying to hold his own in second, which is allowing Thornton to pull away. I don't see the 16 of Travis Lepanus in here tonight. Guessing after last night's ARCA race, Travis was a little too beat up and bruised up to make the race tonight. Decided to sit out and heal his wounds. If you're looking for our championship contenders on the track, you can spot them by the yellow banners on their windshield. Like when we're looking at the top window of that 95 machine. Quali, currently in 8th place, right in front of the championship contender, the 19th truck of Dunford. Dunford gets underneath Hughes. Donnie Bartlett in that number 11 or number 21 machine is back up 11 spots after his spin earlier. Whoa! The number 3 truck of Hughes. No caution. Gather back up and let's go, boys. Wow, I am really shocked that was not a caution. Check on points leader Tyler Aspinall, currently now in 12th position after Donnie and Hughes got together. See some damage to the side and the back end of that 29 machine. He has been caught up in a little bit of stuff tonight, trying to make his way back into the top 10. Got a little bit of a road jam in front of them. Brett Murphy getting a good run on that 19 machine, looking to the inside. Side by side down the front straightaway. Caution is out. Dominic Hughes and Dwayne Kernahan once again. Well, Dominic just gets loose coming out of the corner, hard into that inside wall. Kernahan's got no place to go. I do believe I heard an engine fail on that one. I'm guessing the 83 is probably out along with the 36. Stoney Benfield making his way to pit road. He wants some fresh rubber on his machine. 71 laps in. When we go back green, we're only going to have a quarter of this race left to go. Brooke Qualley currently riding around in fifth place, up 13th positions. Right in front of her, the number 9 truck, also up 13th position, TJ Elaine. Currently our biggest mover of the race in that number 98 truck, Rob Hattenback. Donnie Bartlett was able to regain himself, and he is back up to 11th position. Donnie looking for a good finish tonight here. Donnie was unable to race with us last week. He was under the weather. Some bad bugs going around. Thornton continues to be the leader. I do believe Thornton has led every single lap so far after taking away the lead from the 29 machine in corner number 1. Lights are off on the pace car. Wow, 95, horrible restart. Not sure what Devin was thinking there. Hattenback moves up to second. Brooke Qualley up to third. '17 truck putting on a strong showing tonight. Right behind her we got the 64 of Brett Murphy and TJ Lane rounding out our top 5. 24 laps to go at the stripe. Hattenback in second. He's trying to reel in that 35 of Thornton. 21 laps to go. Does Hattenback have what it takes to catch that 35 truck? Zach is always strong, always fast. And other than last week, always consistent. Last week he did have a little bit of a Wi-Fi internet issue and went sailing off through the infield and disappeared. Never to be seen from again last week. Brett Murphy able to get underneath that 17 machine of Qualley. Right behind her now is the number 9 of TJ Lane. Justin Hughes. Zachary Thornton crashed. Dustin Buck. Whoa, what's going on here? Let's start here, see if we can't figure out what's going on, why Buck is facing the wrong direction. Buck gets tapped. He spins out of the way. don't think that's what brought the caution out because he was down off the racing surface. Devin Smith dive bombs the bottom, gets into the 75 truck. That's what brought out the caution there. I'm not quite sure what Devin was thinking, sending it in there 3 deep on a short track like Martinsville. Donnie Bartlett got lucky and was able to miss that on the high side. All right, top 5, let's run them down. We got Zachary Thornton. We've got Hattenback, Murphy, Quali, Lane in 6th. We got the 61 of Hughes, unless he gets an EOL for getting into the 68. And then we've got Donnie Bartlett, Dunford, Stefane, and Aspinall back up into the top 10 after starting on the pole and completely overdriving turn 1. We'll see if that 98 of Hattenback can do anything against the 35 of Thornton on this restart. Yeah, looks like Hughes got the end along this line. He is dropping back. We get the green. We are going to be coming to 13 to go. It's definitely go time, ladies and gentlemen. If Hattenback has got anything for that 35 machine, it's time to bring it. We will be going green this time by. Currently in the top 10, we've got Thornton, Dunford, Stefane, and Aspinall for our championship contenders. The outside line is lagging back quite a bit on these restarts. Thornton goes, inside line goes. Hattenback's going to lose at least 1 position. Quali dumps down to the bottom. Going to get underneath that 98 machine of Hattenback, see if she can do anything with him. Brett Murphy takes over that 2nd place. We'll see if he's got the speed to run down Thornton. Nobody's been able to do it so far tonight. Thornton continues his lead, 0.75 seconds ahead of the 2nd place truck of Murphy. Hattenback in 3rd, Brooke Quali in 4th, TJ Elaine in 5th, Donnie Bartlett up to 6th, and number 21, Miller Light Machine. John says, let's go 98. Yeah, that 21 has had a hell of a night. He's dropped to the back at least twice. .35 is stretching out his lead over Murphy. Doesn't look like Murphy's got anything for him, but will Murphy be able to hold off the 98 of Hattenback? Quali still running 4th, followed by TJ Elaine 5th, Donnie Bartlett in 6th, and Dunford in, oh no. That one was involving Brooke Quali in that 17 machine. See what happens. TJ Elaine peeking down to the inside. Not enough room. He sends that 17 for a ride. Brooke doing a great job locking that thing down, not rolling back down into traffic. Smart move on her part. We'll see if that is given to the number 9 machine of TJ Lane by Race Control. I'm guessing Murphy's going to get 1, maybe 2 shots at this. Nobody has anything for Thornton so far on the restart. That outside line lags back coming out of turn 4 and gives Thornton a great jump. See what happens with the number 9 machine of Elaine. Fuller, Walker, Kernahan, Jeremy Lepenis is out. Looks like the remainder of the cars are still on the lead lap. Lights are off on the pace car. Alright, we'll see if Mr. Brett Murphy has anything for the 35 machine. Zach has led every lap so far and that truck shows it. And with the caution, Zach has not had to pit at all. So he's still running on the same tires he had at the beginning, and he's still running better lap times. Whoa, Thornton blinking a little bit. Gets a good jump. Hatton back gets to the inside of the 64, clears him. Right behind the 64, we got Donnie Bartlett running up in 4th place. Donnie has made a heck of a recovery from his early race wreck where he got on the brakes and spun it around. Hatback goes up high. The 64 is going to get underneath him. Donnie's going to get underneath of him. Donnie up to 3rd place. Something is wrong with that 98 machine. The number 9 machine goes up into the wall. Crash. Caution comes out. I'm not sure what happened to the 98 machine, if he ran out of fuel or what happened on that. But he was dropping like a rock. Oh, the 75 got into the 9, coming in hot into that corner. Yeah, there's something wrong with that. He has to jump to pits. I'm guessing he's out of fuel. So now you got to ask yourself, does the 35 have enough fuel to make it to the end? Has he been saving under caution, clutching it, shutting the engine off, trying to make the most of the fuel he has in that tank? Right behind him, we got the 64 of Brett Murphy. In 3rd, we got the 21 of Donnie Bartlett. In fourth, we got the number 7 of Josh Fox. In fifth, currently, we have the number 75 of Stoney Benfield. In sixth, we got the 95 of Devin Smith. In seventh, we got Tyler Aspinall crawling back up the charts after his lap 1, corner 1 incident. In eighth, we got the 61 of Hughes. In ninth, currently, TJ Elaine. In 10th, Dylan Dunford. This will bring out our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We get a total of 3 of those over the course of the race. Let's hope we don't have to use them all. Yeah, John, definitely. Merch link in bio. If you're looking for a way to support the stream, we got some kick-ass shirts up in the merch store for Far North Motorsports teammates John and Donnie Bartlett with their dirt late model cars. Check it out. We have an All the Dirt t-shirt, and we have more merch in the works. Go check us out. Lights are off on the pace car. That 64 truck is going to get one shot. If he doesn't get a good start, the 21 could possibly clear him going into turn 1. We got teammates Fox and Smith right behind them. Benfield round out the top 5. 35 will lead us to green coming out of turn 4. Once we get in that Geico restart zone, he says when to go. Big jump. 64 is able to get down. Donnie is in third, battling side by side with that number 7 truck of Josh Fox. Fox gets a good run off of turn 4. Able to clear Donnie. White flag is in the air. Next flag will end this race, whether it's the caution or the checkered. Looks like they're wrecking back in the field. Zach Thornton coming out of turn 4. Zach Thornton, Brett Murphy, Josh Fox, Stoney Benfield, Donnie Bartlett with a top 5. Way to go, Donnie. Nice seeing that number 21 truck up there. Devin Smith, Dylan Dunford, Austin Green recovers for a top 10. Brooke Qualley, after her crash, is able to regain for a 9th place finish. What a race. We'll let our leaders line up, and then we'll try to get some interviews with these fellas. Alright, we will get a quick word in from an advertisement, and then we'll do our racing interviews. All right, let's see if we've got some guys ready for some interviews. Looks like we got our second place finisher, Brett Murphy, in the waiting room. Let's grab him. Brett Murphy, this is Mick up in the booth, bud. How you doing?
What's going on?
Not much. Kind of a crazy finish. Kind of a crazy night for you. A couple ups, couple downs. Ended up trying to battle with Thornton for the lead. Tough on the restarts. Looks like that outside line just wasn't able to get anything moving.
Yeah, for the most part, especially when I was up towards the front, trying to get a jump on the outside. After my struggles in ARCA with restarts, I was really trying to be a little more conservative, and unless I was clear of whoever was second in line on the bottom, there was no way that I could get by that 35. He just had the car to beat.
Yeah, Zach, I do believe led every lap after Tyler Aspinall sent it in full send in that first corner.
Yeah, no, that 35, he knows what he's doing for sure. I'm just happy that he's my teammate. So, Adriel won 2 tonight. That's pretty cool.
That is awesome. Now, I know you had some damage. Did you end up taking fuel and tires anytime during the race?
I did. I was actually looking back at it now. I believe it was around like lap 34. There was a caution or something. I ran right into the back of the 95, and I had a decent amount of front end damage to the point where I was down some RPM. So I had to make sure that I could pit. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get back to the front. I worked my way through the field, just avoiding wrecks and just passing people. But I think if I didn't have as much damage as I did, I might have had a shot for the 35.
Yeah, that front end damage probably didn't help for sure.
No, that's the thing is like even the smallest amount of aero damage with any track, it'll just slow you down that much. And trying to recover from that, I mean, it can say that all the optional is fixed, all the required's fixed, but that car won't handle nearly the same as it is when it's clean. So that's why I was really trying to stay out front early. But that's just Martinsville.
Yeah, Martinsville is a tough track. Well, as we learned that last night in the ARCA series, that was painful.
Yeah, to say the least, it was painful. So.
All right, I know last night you were the sponsor for last night's race at Martinsville with that NS service truck. Congratulations on your second place finish tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Oh yeah, NS Service as always for coming on board along with Premium Baseball Advancement. They're the best with any kind of baseball development that you might need. Eco Fuel as always. Everybody on Adria Esport. We really have been working well as a team this year within this series and other series too. It's we're a well-oiled machine when we can all be on the same page, and we proved that tonight with a 1-2 finish. So I'm happy to be a part of Adria.
All right, well, congratulations, bud, and we'll see you next week at the series finale.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
All right, third place finisher up in the booth. We got Mr. Josh Fox.
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
We are doing great, sir. You were started off pretty strong. You were running second for quite a while. Then it looked like you pit, and then you got stuck in the back and in a mess of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I knew track position was going to be definitely key after last night's race. Yeah, on that restart, it said that I had jumped it, so I got a black flag, and I guess I didn't have to take it, but I did anyway because I didn't want to, get in trouble for it or whatever. But yeah, that definitely was a setback during the middle of the race. And once you're back in traffic, man, it's hard to get back up there.
Yeah, it's very tough to pass at Martinsville. You either got to use the bumper or wait for them to make a mistake, and sometimes waiting for them to make a mistake is really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I knew we were going to get yellows, and if I could stay out of trouble, maybe get back up the top 10 is what I was hoping for, just to get enough points to make it to the final round there. But end up getting involved in a wreck there in the middle of working my way back through, and that set me back again. I lost all RPMs. It took about 5 or 6 or 7 pit stops to get it good enough to keep pace with everybody. And cautions kept coming out, and we kept digging and brought it home third somehow.
Well, that's sometimes what you got to do is just stay on point and give it everything you got.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bud. I know some of your Other Dakfu teammates didn't do so great tonight. I think Devin Smith was probably the other highest finisher for you guys tonight.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this race, we knew Zach was going to be tough, and we knew we had to stay ahead of Brendan Dunford there. And we knew Aspinall was going to be probably good. I mean, everyone's in this playoffs good. Will not showing up definitely helped a little bit, but I don't think it was enough to get those two guys in with the races that they had, and especially the 19 finishing up there. But we didn't give up. That's for sure. We raced it out until the end, and we'll show up next week, and maybe we'll get one of those guys a win.
All right, sounds good. Is there anybody else you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, shout out to those two guys on my team. Shout out to everybody else at Dakfu Enterprises Incorporated, and go to Brandon for being the owner, and Dean for running this league, and you guys for putting on a show.
All right, well, thank you very much, Josh. Congratulations on your second place finish, and we'll see you back next week battling for that championship.
Thank you.
All right, here he is once again, the man, the myth, the legend, Zach Thornton.
Hey, that's what you want to call me, I guess.
Well, you did lead, what, every single lap tonight, Zach?
I something like that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched as Tyler Aspinall went full send into turn 1 on lap 1, and you just motored right on by.
Yeah, I think everybody's just trying to let me win. Like, those first, 2 laps, I was already, by the end of lap 2, I think it was, I was already in the lead, and I started 5th. I think they just wanted me to win. I think they were just letting me by. That's what I think. I don't know why else they would have wanted me to get the lead so quickly.
And I'm pretty convinced your truck is the only truck without any kind of damage whatsoever on it.
You are probably correct.
Everybody else's look like they went to war. Yours looks brand new.
Yeah, I stayed clear of all the incidents tonight, just leading all of them. I was very scared, though, when I almost hit Dustin Buck on one of those cautions that wasn't a caution until, last minute. Where I brake super hard to not hit him. I was very concerned that I was going to hit him. But
yeah, that was close.
What'd you say?
Yeah, that one was pretty close. We went back and checked it out.
That was very close. I was very scared for a second there because all of a sudden I just see this truck sitting in the middle of the track off 2, and I'm like, oh gosh, where is he going to move? So then I just tried to brake super hard before I hit him, which luckily I did in time, and thankfully iracing gave me the first back, so...
Well, you definitely needed this win after last week. You had some connection issues and ended up going for a ride through the grass.
Yep. Yeah, that was... I should look at the broadcast for that, because I don't even know what happened. My screen went black and lagged out, and I can't... The funny part is when my hands are on the wheel and that happens, I can still feel it. So I know when I'm in the grass because my force feedback is super light. It's funny.
Yeah, I went back to see what happened, and you were skipping through the grass, and then poof, you just vanished.
Yeah, sometimes it just does that, just vanishes. Luckily, I made sure to reset my internet before the race tonight, so no issues.
Teammate Will Cloud was not here tonight. That is going to hurt him in the points. I don't believe he's going to transfer over to the final round.
Yeah, unfortunately, he woke up with a fever today, so he's unable to race because he's sick. I think that ARCA race last night was so bad it made him sick.
I can understand that. I felt the same way. But I know a lot of that bug's going around. Hopefully he gets better, and we'll see him back next week for the series finale.
I hope so too.
This is going to help propel you back up. I do believe you're going to be transferring, especially with the 29 truck having the problems he had.
Yeah, a lot of people had a lot of problems. I think it's just crazy how many problems there were for people. And I'm like, do you know what happened to Tyler in that first lap? Because
the way it looked to me when I was watching it, he just went in too hard, and it started to come around. He tried catching it, and he went right up into the wall.
Oh, yeah, that absolutely stinks for him. He just had a great shot to win. Had he kept it clean, of course, I was starting 5th, so it should have taken me some time to get up to the even near the lead, but with all the chaos that happened and outside didn't go in the start, I just got gifted.
Yep. Well, that's for Tyler. That's not a mistake we normally see him make.
Yeah, that's completely true.
All right, Zach. Well, congratulations on your win. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
I have to give a shout out to all of my Adra or Adra. I don't know. We had a big discussion about how it's pronounced this week, and we still don't know, or at least I think we know, but I don't remember. All of my Adra teammates: Will Cloud, Brett Murphy, Brady. Even though he does race control, so thank him for race controlling. He did a fabulous job tonight. Yeah, they're awesome. Brett was he had quite the crazy race from what I've heard. So, um, just gotta thank all of them. Thanks, Will, even though he wasn't here tonight. Hope he feels better. Thank you for broadcasting, of course. Thank you, Dean, for putting this whole show on, and thank you to anybody who was sponsoring.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, and I would definitely not want the race control job on these tracks.
Yeah, it seems like it could be pretty chaotic. That is for sure.
All right. Well, thank you from the EFRL, and good luck next week at the championship.
All right, hope to be in the same place next week.
All right, Zach. Congratulations. We will see you next week.
See you next week.
All right, race fans. That'll do it tonight from me at All the Dirt and from Dean Qualley at the EFRL. We'd like to thank everybody for watching, and if you are looking for a place to race, come check us out on Discord and in our Facebook group, Extreme Forces Racing League. We'll be happy to have you. We will see you next week for the season finale. Everybody have a wonderful night.